friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. I got another monthly favorites video for you guys. These are going to be all of my favorites from the month of May, all of my recommendations and products that I've been loving for the past couple of weeks. So if you want to chill out with me and see my top picks, then keep watching. You know what to do. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. All the products that I mentioned, anything on my face today will be linked in the description box down below. I do use affiliate links, so shopping through those links does support my channel. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Sophia and I am a complete luxury beauty addict. Every single week I upload new videos on luxury beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. So if that is your jam, then hit that subscribe button to join our fam. We would love to have you. And without further ado, let's get into these monthly favorites. Let's start off with some fragrance favorites. You guys know I'm obsessed with perfumes. I appreciate the concept of having a signature fragrance, but I'm just not that person. I like to have a perfume wardrobe. I like to change up my scent depending on the season, my mood, where I'm going. I like to treat myself to perfume. It's one of my guilty pleasures, but I can't buy luxury perfumes every single month. It's just not within my makeup budget. And so my first favorite for this month is in partnership with Dossier. If you haven't heard of Dossier before, they produce premium fragrances, but at a way more accessible price point than what I'm used to paying for luxury perfumes. You're basically still getting that luxury experience and the quality from the fragrance and the packaging, which I'll show you guys in just a second, but you're not paying for the name brand, the logos, all the marketing. And another thing that Dossier does is that they will create scents that are inspired by some of our luxury favorites. So what I decided to do, you guys know I love a good experiment. I picked up 2 perfumes from Dossier that are inspired by 2 of my favorite luxury perfumes. So let me show you the ones that I got. This is what the box looks like when you get it. It opens up like this. Every single fragrance will come with a little card that kind of tells you the different notes, a little bit about the fragrance. And then this is what the bottle looks like. Actually, let me take this out. So this is the beautiful bottle. Pretty much all the bottles look like this. It's very weighty and hefty. And let me show you all. It's got a nice little magnetic closure. This fragrance is called Ambery Cedarwood. And this is inspired by one of my most favorite perfumes of all time, which is Alien by Thierry Mugler. And the notes here are mandarin, cardamom, orange blossom, jasmine, cedarwood, heliotrope flower, amber, and vanilla. And you know what? I can tell the difference between the 2, but my boyfriend cannot. He legit is like, I don't know, Sophia. They smell exactly the same. They have the same lasting power on me. It's very subtle. I definitely would say it is inspired by Alien. It's not going to be exactly the same, but it's certainly close enough. It gives me the exact same vibes. You guys will know Alien is a very like sexy, sultry fragrance, and this gives me the exact same thing. Let me show you the other one that I picked up. So this one is called Citrus Neroli, and I specifically picked this one up because it's summertime. And this one is inspired by Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. And I would say the same thing. Like I can tell a little bit of a difference. I think that the Tom Ford one maybe has a little bit more of like a lemon juice top note, and this one has a little bit more of like a lemon peel top note, if that makes sense. I think that these are such great, awesome, affordable alternatives. And I should read out the notes for this one. It is neroli, bergamot, mandarin, lemon. And then the middle notes are orange blossom, jasmine, and lavender. And then the base notes are musk and amber. This one is the perfect summertime fragrance, just the kind of thing that I can like mist all over me and walk out the door. It's a really nice daytime fragrance for me. And then the Ambery Cedarwood is kind of the thing that I would wear more like in the evening for a date night, going out to dinner, that kind of a thing. So my friends, that is Dossier. I was incredibly impressed. I love testing out new things, especially if I can save a little bit more money on luxury fragrances. If you guys want to try out Dossier, I am going to put in the description box down below a coupon code that you can use to save a little bit of money off your first purchase. And I also want to mention, friends, that Dossier is also now available at Walmart. So if you have a Walmart near you, it'll be a very easy, accessible way for you to go smell the fragrances for yourself before you buy them and maybe pick them up in person. So that is my first favorite for the month. Thank you so much, Dossier, for partnering with me on this portion of the video. And with that, let's get on to the rest of my monthly favorites. Let's talk about my foundation favorite for this month. Hands down, in fact, this is probably for the past 2 months because I got this in the Sephora sale. It is the Tom Ford Foundation Stick. If you guys check my description box. I always list all the makeup that's on my face, and you probably have noticed, if you do check, that this is mainly the foundation that I've been wearing for the past couple of weeks. It's just so easy, especially in the summertime. I don't want to spend a lot of time getting ready. I want something a little bit lighter. I want to get outside in the sunshine like it is right now. This is the easiest thing. I just scribble it all over my face. I take a little foundation brush. I kind of just buff it in, and it takes 2 seconds. I think it wears really well. It's not super matte like a lot of other foundation sticks tend to be. It has some good moisturization. So if you have drier skin or more mature skin, this is nice. It doesn't settle into fine lines. You really only need a little bit because it also has some glowiness to it. The afternoon sun is coming in right now, so you can probably see the radiance that it gives. It does a really nice job of blurring, you know, like my rosacea and my hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. I just can't stop using this. I really, really like it. Some of you might be surprised by this next favorite, but I cannot stop using the Chantecaille Cosmos Collection. I know I'm usually so critical of Chantecaille products. It's because they're expensive, okay? It's because they're expensive, and I think a lot of times they're overhyped. But hey, these are good products. These have been so good for every day. I know I said in my review that these aren't anything groundbreaking, but I am really glad that I picked them up because I really like both of the products. The first one is the Real Bronze Bronzer in the color Sirena. This is a re-promote. This is a really popular shade from Chantecaille. It's nothing new, but it does come in this really pretty new packaging, which I said before, it's not like my favorite packaging, but I think the packaging for this collection, it's fun. I like reaching for it in the morning. I like the fun colors. I've been enjoying it. And then I also have here the Real Glow highlighter in the color Stella. And I thought that this was brand new, but after I posted my review, a lot of you guys let me know that a couple of years ago, Chantecaille had, I think it was like the Portofino collection, and there was actually a product that combined both of these products, the bronzer and the highlighter, in one compact. So if you already have that product, then you already have both of these. A lot of people were kind of salty about this collection because they were re-promoted products. I actually am pretty much only a little bit salty because it was hard to tell on the website. On every product page I went to, it was a little bit hard to tell what were these colors. On the box and on the component, it clearly says that this one is Sirena and that this one is Stella, but it wasn't that clear on the product page. And a lot of you guys were surprised when you watched the review or when you saw my post on Instagram and I was telling you that these were exactly the same. So I would have liked a little bit more transparency from Chantecaille. And I think a lot of people just in general, they didn't want to see re-promoted products. It's a little lazy, I'm not gonna lie, but I do like the products at the end of the day, and I have been using them a lot. They're great for every day. The bronzer is very natural on me. It's very blendable. I love the look of it on my skin, and the highlighter as well. Although this isn't anything groundbreaking by any means, it's a champagne highlighter. It's a great quick highlighter that goes with any look. At the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me necessarily that these were re-promotes because a lot of us don't have them. I think what bothers me the most is just the fact that this bronzer, whether you get it in the limited edition packaging or the regular packaging, it only comes in 2 shades. So setting this collection aside, I just think that we need way more shades, at least 3 or 4 in this bronzer because it is a really good formula and I do really like it. I just think it's kind of a shame that there's only 2. So that's what I think about that, friends. Really nice collection, really good products, but I do think that there were maybe some missed opportunities to either launch something new or maybe just use the funds to expand the bronzer range in general. And then my last highlighter favorite, which has been a little bit more of like a blush highlighter hybrid, is definitely the new Beauty Light wand from Charlotte Tilbury. This is Pinkgasm Sunset. I reviewed the Charlotte Tilbury Summer of Lovegasm collection for you guys, and this is the newest shade for the Beauty Light wands. And you guys know I collect these, so I need to have every single shade. And yes, I do have every single shade right now, and I compare them in that video. This is the perfect summertime beauty light wand. I'll swatch it for you guys right here. It's called Pinkgasm Sunset, and I guess that's kind of a good name for it because it's like a pink, but it has a bronzy peachy tone to it, and it's just such a beautiful, vibrant, glowy blush. I really like the Lovegasm palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I know not everybody liked it, but I like the tones in that palette. If you guys like that look, if you like those tones, but you don't want to buy the full palette, or maybe the bronzer in that palette doesn't work for you, check out the Beauty Light Wand, because this is really nice. And I know I've tried other products that are similar to this, but I still think that the Beauty Light Wands and also the matte blush wands from Charlotte Tilbury, they have some of the best pigmentation and longevity out of other similar products that I've tried. So I still really like the quality of these, and I still like to recommend them, even though they are kind of pricey. They're $42, but it is what it is. I think it's a really good quality product. There have been so many blushes that have been launched over the past month. I can't even believe it. I'm on blush overload right now, guys. I don't think I can pick any more up right now. I really don't want to review any more blushes, but I do have the Dior Backstage blushes on their way to me. They haven't arrived yet, so I am going to review those before I go on maybe like a little bit of a blush hiatus. But so far, I want to let you guys know my favorite blush by far has been this one from Gucci. This is in the shade True Pink. I just think this is the most beautiful color. I know I keep talking about these. I'm sorry. I know that they're not available right now. They were on Nordstrom. Now they're not. I keep looking on all the sites and I don't see them. Although I did notice, I think it was on Selfridges and Harrods, I don't see the Gucci blushes on those websites at all, which kind of makes me feel like they're gonna launch the new shades pretty soon. Maybe they'll be in the UK first. I don't know, guys. I keep checking every single day and they're not available. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you're following me on Instagram, because as soon as I see those drop, I will let you know. And you know what? I have a whole review of all 3 of the shades with comparisons, and I'm letting you guys know right now, this one is my favorite. It's the most beautiful, like soft bubblegum pink. How can you look at this color and not be filled with happiness? I think it's so pretty. I know pink isn't like for everybody, not everybody's into these pink blushes, but I like it. I'm really into this, and I like this formula better than the new Dior formula. I like it better than the Giorgio Armani. Personally, I like it as a less glowy option to like the RMS blushes, for example. This is one of my favorite blush formulas. I absolutely love it, and I really like this color. You guys know I love the packaging. I can just not say more better things about these blushes. And yeah, I'm sorry that they're not available right now, but as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. I have some eyeshadow and eyeliner favorites as well. First up, you all know I'm obsessed with the new YSL Mini Couture Clutch palettes. These are available in Europe right now. Not all of the shades have been launched, but I noticed in some countries, you do have a couple to choose from, which is nice. I'll let you all know when they're available in the United States and in the UK. So fingers crossed that they launch soon, because these are so bomb. This is going to be a new favorite staple for us in terms of like eyeshadows, things that I review on my channel. If I see new shades launched in these, I'm gonna pick them up and I'm probably gonna be reviewing them because I really, really like the formula. This is the shade that I'm wearing today. This is called Babylone Roses, and today I actually went in with the darker color all over the eyes. I did a little bit more of like a lighter look for the review, and I just think it's so beautiful. And I love the cute little clutch packaging. I know I've already talked about these before, so I won't talk too much about them, but I'm super duper excited for these. Some of you know I was a little bit disappointed with some of the reformulated products from Dior this month, but something that I'm not disappointed by at all are the new eyeliners that they launched. These are the Diorshow On Stage crayons. So we've got the pencil on this end, and then we've got the little smudgy bit on the other end. And I have the shades brown and white. That's the brown shade right there. See how white and opaque that is? I really like these because they're very soft and creamy. They go on without any tugging. It's just extremely effortless, but they are waterproof pencils. So as soon as they set down, as soon as you're kind of done working with them, creating the shape, maybe smudging them, maybe blending them, they stay in place all day and they stay in the waterline. They're fantastic. Today I went in with the brown on my upper lash line and I smudged it out because I wanted it to look a little bit more natural. And then I actually used the white color in the inner corner. And I know it doesn't look super white, super opaque. I actually blended it in so that it kind of blended in with the rest of the eye look. And it just acts as kind of like an inner corner eye brightener, I guess. There's also a beige shade that would work really well for that. So that's just like a little tip for you guys. In fact, you know what? Let me go in right now so that you can see how opaque that can be if you wanted to go in and just layer it up a little bit more. And then I'll go in with the little smudgy and you can kind of just blend it in to the rest of the eye. White is a color that is kind of difficult to formulate, and I have purchased the white shade in their liquid eyeliner before from Dior, and I was kind of unimpressed. It really didn't last long on me. So that's why I picked up this formula in the white. And then of course the brown, it's just a very versatile shade. So I really like these as well. You're probably noticing a trend here. I have a lot of like super easy, effortless, whack it on kind of favorites in this video. And I would definitely add to that list the liquid Lurex eyeshadow that I picked up from Lisa Eldridge. This is the only shade that I've gotten so far. This is the shade Cressida. I think I'm pronouncing that right. One of you guys taught me how to pronounce it and I just looked it up and the internet is telling me it's pronounced Cressida. And apparently she's a Trojan woman. She's in a lot of Renaissance paintings. I'm learning so much, Lisa Eldridge, okay? Very historical collections that she launches. And it's this absolutely stunning pearly white color. It's not fully white. There's a little bit of a neutral tone in there as well that kind of tones it down so it's not like super icy. It is the perfect neutral kind of brightening liquid eyeshadow for me. I really don't use anything else with this. Maybe a little bit of the Chantecaille bronzer in the crease just to give a little bit of definition, but it's so beautiful. If I'm doing a bold lip, I'll pop this on, have, you know, a lot of mascara on, and then a beautiful like bright lip color also maybe from Lisa Eldridge. That's kind of what I like to use this for. They have really good longevity. This formula also, it's very buildable. It's not gonna have as much opacity as like those Stila, what is it, the Stila Stay All Day? I can't remember. The Stila liquid eyeshadows, okay? We all know what those are. These aren't as opaque as that, but they're good for building up the color. You can layer it on and it doesn't get crusty or gross or anything. You can kind of customize how pigmented you want them to be. And you can probably see here, it's like I rub it and it just, it doesn't budge. There's no fallout as well. So it's also a really good way to get some shimmer and sparkle to the eye, but not getting fallout all over your cheeks. It's just a really nice product. Next time I place an order on the Lisa Eldridge website, I definitely think I'm gonna pick up another color. Look at me, guys. I'm using single eyeshadows this year and I'm actually getting some really good use out of them. So this has been in my little like everyday makeup bag because whenever I need something super easy to maybe go with the super bright blush or lipstick look, this has kind of been my go-to. I just put a little bit more lip gloss on because I felt like I needed some more, and I also wanted to share my lip favorite for this month, which are the Dior Lip Maximizers. I love lip gloss for the summer, especially really sparkly lip gloss that kind of reflects the light. I always get back into these as soon as summer hits, and this by far is my favorite shade. This is the holographic pink shade. This is the perfect shade that goes with all the pink blush, all the pink eyeshadow looks, anything pink, this is your color. But there's so many good shades of these in the Dior line. I do want to pick up maybe like one more. I'm waiting for the Dior summer ones to launch and they still have not launched. I'm checking, guys. They have a bronzy one. They have like a nudie one. I think I'm going to pick up one of those, but for now, I've really been rocking the holographic pink. I mean, like, look at the shine and the sparkle that this gives. I really have been liking these as well. I do have a couple of skincare favorites that I want to share with you guys. And speaking of Lisa Eldridge, we're going to bop back to her. I've really been liking her cleanser. I already told you guys in that recent haul, I told you all my thoughts about this, so I'm just gonna say it again in case you missed that video. I really like the cleanser. I know it's a little bit expensive for a cleanser. I think it's $42, which by the way, some of you guys are laughing at me because I'll pay like $80 for a lipstick, but then I think $42 for a cleanser is kind of expensive. And that is because usually when it comes to my skincare, I don't usually spend that much money on it. I buy a lot of stuff from the drugstore and then the other half is usually dermatologist recommended. And then I have a couple of other brands that I'm loyal to. And so when it comes to cleansers, I'm not used to spending more than like maybe $15 at the drugstore. I really don't splurge on cleansers. So for me, this is expensive. It is a splurge for me, trust me. And I just really like it. It's so skin softening. I told you guys in my last video, I like to use it as a mask in the shower, and it leaves my skin so soft. I really enjoy it. I also like to use it for facial massage if my jaw is hurting me for my TMJ. Also around this time of year, a lot of you guys ask me for sunscreen recommendations. You know, I'm a skincare junkie, and I'm definitely a sunscreen junkie. I'm very picky when it comes to my sunscreens. They cannot be greasy. They have to wear well under makeup. They need to be cosmetically elegant. I'm very, very picky. So I have two sunscreen recommendations I want to share with you today. The first one is for the face. Also, neither of these are particularly expensive. I just said I don't like to spend a lot on these kinds of things because I slather myself in them. And if they're super expensive, I'm going to be spending a lot of money on sunscreen. I like to be liberal. I don't want to feel like I'm skimping because the product is expensive. You don't want to do that with sunscreen. So this is the first one. It's for the face. This is called the Madagascar Centella. Let me try and pronounce this. Hyalucica Water Fit Sunscreen, SPF 50 PA++++. And so this is made with Centella asiatica, which is really great for kind of calming redness in the skin. And this is what it looks like. It comes in a pump bottle. There's no white cast at all. It really clings to the face really well. And it goes on completely clear, not oily at all. It feels like it is water-based. I always really enjoy Korean and Japanese sunscreens. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one is made in Korea. This actually was gifted to me by Stylevana. They sent me a bunch of sunscreens that I've slowly been testing out, and this one is really good. I think I might have mentioned this in another video, but I'm mentioning it here again because I know people are gonna ask me for sunscreen recommendations, and it's already sunk into my skin here on the back of my hand, and you can see there's no shine, no greasiness, nothing. I wear this every single day under my makeup. It doesn't break anything up. It's absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite face sunscreens that I've ever used. Now for the body, the thing is, you know, you can put this on your body, but you're gonna run out really quickly, okay? This is gonna last me like 2 days if I'm putting it on my body. So this is my favorite body sunscreen. And I think I showed this in my Miami vlog, but if you don't watch my vlogs, then you didn't hear about it. This is the Banana Boat Light as Air, and this is SPF 50+, and it says here, weightless protection, absorbs quickly, and non-greasy, which all of that is true. This is such a good drugstore sunscreen. It also comes in a spray version, which is also fantastic. If you can't, you know, if you don't have someone to put sunscreen on your back, the spray one is good because you can kind of just like spray it all around. At least that's what I do. I've tried a lot of body sunscreens, especially ones from the drugstore, because here in the US, a lot of our sunscreens tend to be kind of greasy. This isn't greasy. It's not greasy, it sinks right in. You will not get burnt. Yesterday, for 2 hours, I was in direct sunlight on a rooftop for Memorial Day weekend, and I didn't get burnt at all. I know I look a little bit flushed here because I've been touching my chest. I didn't get burnt at all. I slathered myself in this. There's no greasiness. It just absorbs super quickly. I don't like the scent. It does smell like a drugstore sunscreen, but I can get by it because I haven't been able to find anything else this affordable, but also this good of a formula in like a larger package from the drugstore. And so this is the best. You guys need to get this. I'll link it down below. All right, friends, last thing, you all know I like to have a bag favorite for the month, and hands down this month, my favorite bag has been the Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis. This is such a functional bag. It fits so many things. It's so great for every day, for work, for running errands. If you have to carry things for your kids, you have to carry work stuff in there, an agenda, those kinds of things, you can fit all of that in this bag. It's so functional. A lot of you guys have told me that you have this and you love it as well, or you have it in like a different color. And I think one of the reasons I've gone back to this bag, because I'll be honest, like I actually have not gotten that much use out of this bag over the past couple of years. And I think it's because I just stopped going into an office. I stopped needing to carry as many things with me. And so I could just pick up, you know, one of my little mini bags or like a bum bag, something like that, a shoulder bag, and I was totally fine. I need something else for every day now. Now I have to go back into an office 3 days a week, and I do have a backpack, but I don't want to shove everything in the backpack. I want to have a purse as well that I can use when I go out to grab lunch. I have like my wallet, I have my sunnies in there. I don't want to shove everything in my backpack like I used to. And so what I've been doing is I've been using this one because it's crossbody, but it also has the top handle. So it's incredibly functional. It fits so many things. It's quick. It's easy to get in and out of. It's such a good bag. So yeah, this has been my bag favorite for this month. I've been getting into more of like the medium size bags that fit a little bit more. That's kind of been my vibe lately. I've really been enjoying it. So comment down below, let me know, do you have the Pochette Metis? Is this a bag that you've been lusting over? I would love to know because I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I don't think I've ever gotten this much use out of this bag. It's so cute. All right, friends, those are all the favorites that I have for you this month. Now it is your turn. Sound off in the comments down below and let me know, what have you been loving for this month? Did you pick up any of the new releases? Do you have any oldies but goodies that you've been using up? I would love to know all of your thoughts. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And thank you so much again to Dossier for partnering with me on part of this video. Once again, I'll have all the details about where you can buy their products and also my coupon code down below in case you want to save a little bit of money. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and join our fam because I upload videos every single week. And with that, friends, I hope that you see some beauty in your day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.